Hello everybody. Do you look good on this camera compared to my actual real life? I've got to be honest. Is it some kind of like, has it got some built-in filter to it? Is there a beauty mode? Oh, I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, like, so stressful. Oh, so stressful trying to sort out uploading and downloading, cross-loading the videos. So I just filmed all last week and then I knew it was going to be stressful. And anyway, 3 days later, here we are. So shout out to Matt Hughes for helping me. Okay, so it's week 2, guys. What's happened? I totally missed yesterday. Yesterday was just stressful in a few ways, but let's just focus on today. Today was a great day. I did an amazing, I'll tell you what was good about today, actually. I slept. So I slept from about 10:30 and I woke up once and then went back to sleep, so it doesn't count. So my norm is to fall asleep maybe 10, 11 o'clock, but then wake up at 2, 3 a.m. and that's it, wide awake like that. If I'm in a good place and, you know, even if things are stressful, I always make time for gratitude. That's what I do. I'm like, right, got some time here, Helen, you can't sleep, but you don't want to get up. And I'm just gonna think about all the good things I've got. So if Stu's there, it's great because he's right there and he's fast asleep, obviously. But I'm just like, I love you so much. I'm so happy you came into my life. Like, I just love you. And I can touch him and feel him, and he's warm and he's there and it's lovely in my head. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much for like coming into my life and, you know, looking after me and all these good things. So like, that's really nice, and to be able to do that with someone who's right next to you. And then I think about the girls, you know, oh, thank you so much for, you know, Katie and Megan, and that they're safe and they're well, and thank you for the house and the warmth and the safety that we've got, and thank you for my family, my parents, my sisters, all my nieces and nephews and cousins, and it just kind of goes from there. And then I think, oh, you know, thank you for like my heart that's beating, and, you know, my body that's working and it's just looking after me so well. And even though I'm like, you know, I'm not always that kind to it. It's 8 o'clock, by the way. You know, and thank you for, you know, all the good people in the world and all the good things, and my friends, and, you know, all the good experiences that I've had, and my business, and how good, you know, so that's what I do. Like, that's what happens in my head. That's what happens in my head at 4 in the morning when I can't sleep. If I'm in a good place, or I can get to that place, then great. Gratitude it's a good place to use gratitude, and I'll go to and I'll pray to God and say thank you for the good stuff, and thank you for the way that He protects me and the girls and all my family and friends and stuff. And then I'll go into like angels and you know, ascended masters and all of that jazz. So I'm super spiritual like that. I think it's really important to show gratitude to all the good stuff in your life. And for me, being awake between 3 and 5, 6 a.m, it's kind of that opportunity. Like, it gives me that opportunity to sit with my thoughts and my feelings and go into that gratitude space. Sometimes though, if I'm not in a great place, I'm really stressed, I'll spiral into, I don't know what was the other night? I remember, like, sometimes just go into overwhelm. What happens if, you know, what happens to me? What happens if something happens to my health? What happens if something happens to the children? And you can really spiral into a negative thing where you just get overwhelmed with anxiety and worry and panic, and you can just lie there spinning out, right? And I don't know, maybe it's just me. Or obsessing over something that somebody said, or somebody posted or something, and you just get into this, oh, I'm no good or whatever. So there's that, but I'm really quite good now at moving into that gratitude space, so that's good. So the sleep was a good start. My very good friend who I was going to do a live chat with today just had a bit of upsetting time today, so we just had a chat instead, and I said, let's not do the call, let's not do the live, and that's fine, because honestly, life's more important than business, 100% of the time, so that's absolutely fine. But hopefully I helped her a little bit just by being there for her. One of my friends, I won't name her because it's private between us, I suppose, but one of my friends is coming to help me in the house with some like housekeeping, cleaning stuff, and it's just, oh, amazing. I mean, my mum normally cleans for me, but she's I sort of, you know, shielding kind of thing at the moment, and I can clean my own house, and I will, and it's not that I don't want to do it, but oh my God, it's so nice. It's so nice to finish work, even when you're working from home and going to the kitchen, it's just spotless, like, oh, what a gift. So yeah, lots of love to her for helping me with that today. It's just a lot sometimes when you're working all day, and if you're got kids, and then you come out of your little, like, this is my little downstairs office now, and I'm in here all day, and I'm on calls and Clubhouse and stuff all day, and then you come out and you've got to tidy up from whatever mess the kids made in the night. So I tidied up spotless last night, came down this morning, Megan's been up in the night, made pasta and cheese and all that kind of stuff's everywhere. And just having her come and help me with that, so when I finished work I could just go and chill, was lovely. You can hear lots of movement outside because everyone's excited. We're having Domino's for tea. So there was that with my friend, and then did Clubhouse with Pete, which was mega. A lady, in fact, this is good for the record, a lady came on who's got a castle in Spain, in Italy, and she's sort of, it's almost like time sharing it out, so she's offering people to buy parts of this castle, and Pete and I were just like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll help you sell that, that's fine. So watch this space for a castle in Italy. Oh, and also I found out, I was asking about cars, so I did a Clubhouse this afternoon, and Kimber came on, Kimber Cooper, some of you might know, and who does Instagram, and she said, what have you done to reward yourself? So the Clubhouse was a 7-figure reality, ask me anything. So it was kind of just me chatting about what I've done, and like literally ask me anything, kind of what I would have wanted to hear or wanted to ask or had the opportunity to ask when I was sort of at 6 figures thinking how I'm gonna get to 7. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys yesterday. And so we're getting, every time I film, we're like one step closer to this lot going live. Let me know what you think, in a nice way, please. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye guys. This is Timmy and Tina. She wants to be friends. He does not want to be friends. And then there's Alyssa spotted Megan on the on the units. Look, she's pretending she doesn't want to be friends anymore. She does. So now we're just sat quietly.
Being weird cat people.
This is how we roll on a Wednesday. I missed it. It was behind the chair legs. I can zoom, can't I? Hello. Oh, she's so pretty. Right, now Timmy's, oh, hang on, there's more movement. Oh, no. I don't think I could be a wildlife photographer. I don't think I've got this. Oh, Timmy's licking his bits. I think that's a display of manliness, even though there's nothing in there.
Helen's doing YouTube.
Helen's doing YouTube.
Dick.
Look at his foot right up there. That's like, it's like top.
Tina's waiting to strike.
I don't want to zoom in, it's weird, but he's grooming his nethers. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it, guys. Honestly, I feel like that could be it. So this is the view of the kitchen from where we're sat, on the floor. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Look at that. I think look like furniture. Oh my goodness. Oh, acrobatics. I like it.
Why did you find out Tina wasn't a girl the whole time?
Well, she's not been for an injection yet. She might be a boy. We just
I
get
think she
in.
was quite girly.
It's not very girly. It'd be even funnier if she's a girl and I have to call her Dave. The worst thing is I've left my wine all the way over there.
I'm getting your wine for you.
I can see it in the distance. Oh. Right, Tina, make your move. This is boring TV. Yeah, when Timmy first met Tina, listen to after when I say, be nice to your sister, and let me, what it sounds like he says.
Be nice. Even is that noise. Stop it. Be nice to your sister.
There you go, you two are nice. You're not nice.
Stop it, Timmy.
He says
You
it.
stop it.
It says it's F off in cattle voice.
No.
Tina's got in the corner next to his food.
Oh.
And she was eating his, like licking his bowl. And then she keeps going back in the corner. And he's not happy. Because he just wants food. He always just wants food, to be honest. He's very food led, aren't you, darling? His love language is Felix, for sure.
She thinks she can handle it, but she can't.
Yeah, when he brought the bat in, I thought that was pretty grim. Hi! Welcome to the House of Helen. This is my YouTube channel. So, House of Helen, it's all of the things about me, Helen Pritchard. My business is Helen Pritchard Online. I help business owners start, grow and scale online businesses. Well, most famous help people get loose on LinkedIn, I guess. However, I help people through the LinkedIn Mastermind, the Business Mastermind, and the Catalyst Mastermind. So, welcome. Here, there's going to be the Flat Hair Diaries. So it's the house of Helen and the home of the Flat Hair Diaries. So why have I called my behind the scenes personal diary blog, or vlog I suppose I should call it, the Flat Hair Diaries? Okay, let me tell you. So I hit 7 figures in 2020, and when I worked that out, I was like, oh, alright. So I did over a million in turnover, around about 500k in gross and 200k in net. Where's my marching band? Where's my streamers from the ceiling? Where's my big bouncy hair? So all the Facebook ads I saw of all the gurus had these beautiful big bouncy hair. So I thought, well, when I hit 7 figures, I won't have this flat hair anymore. But it turns out I still have the flat hair. So I also still have a lot of the other things, all of the other things. I still have the same ups and downs, the same wins and losses, and the same day-to-day stuff to do. Like, I think what I wanted to do with the Flat Hair Diaries specifically was to just show behind the scenes. Might be of no interest to you, but if everything I do is for 10 years ago me, I would have loved this. I would want to know, like, what actually happens when you hit 7 figures. Like, what's your day like? What do you do? Like, how do you show up in the world? And for me, doing a behind the scenes personal diary from hitting 7 figures straight through to wherever we end up, and we don't know yet. That's the beauty of it. I think from a documenting point of view, it's like, ooh, I would want to know that. I would want to see that. I wouldn't want to put myself out there as some kind of 7-figure guru, because hey, I am not. I'm just a normal person who's got really clear on what to do, really focused on helping people, and really clear and strategic about how I show up online. So that's how I've made my money. But what about my life? Like, what's my life actually like? So it's really interesting. There's a couple of things to that. It's, what's the reality? So what's it like? Can anyone do it? Absolutely. Like, do you have to have all your shit together? Absolutely not. Like, you're doing the thing that you're selling, obviously, but the rest of it is just normal everyday life. So I've created this for 10 years ago me. So if you're a few steps behind, if you're building a business, if you're interested in what life's actually like when you get to this level, this is just my journey. It's just my story. Like, it's not the only way to build a business this size. It's not the only way to build a business online. It's not the only way to show up in your business. It's just the way I do it. So I want to help people at all levels of their journey. Like, I want to help all the people who are coming up behind me who want to know what I would have wanted to know, basically. And those are, like, yes, practical hints and tips on how to do that. So I'll do that through my other kind of content. Yes, I'd want to know, who do I meet, who do I hang around with, who do I love, who's in my world, you know. So I'll be doing a series of podcast kind of special editions. So that'll all be on here on my channel. But for me, I would have wanted to know, what's it like behind the scenes? Like, what is this person really like behind the Facebook lives, behind the Instagram photos, behind everything? So it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be probably what you expect. It's probably going to be pretty normal, but for me, that's where the magic is. Like, that's where the magic is. So Flat Hair Diaries will be here, all the other stuff will be here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good time. Let me know what you think. And yeah, hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time I do a new video. Thanks, guys. So today is Thursday, and tonight is the premiere of this YouTube channel. Oh, apparently it's 45 minutes long. Katie's face like, oh my goodness. So Katie, are you going to tell all your friends?
I don't know which bit I'm in though.
I don't know, you're not going to be able to find out, you can't edit it now, it is what it is, you've agreed to be in it. But you tell all your little mates, then I'll get more views on my YouTube channel. You don't want to send your mates to it, do you, until you've seen it? No. Well, apparently, just had a strategy call with Matt. So what we're going to do tonight is, okay, we're going to all get dressed up and watch the premiere. I'm clubhousing with Matt about YouTube.
A camera like what you've got now, Helen, and a higher price, a sort of what I call elite camera. So it compares the three and shows people.
And
so rather than just going in,
just ping some people to room, which is cool.
Webcams are shit,
And I am going to Q&A with Matt and talk about my YouTube channel. So he gets to talk about his service of helping me with my YouTube. We get to do Q&A and help people. Everyone's a winner. So that's what we do.
And I think in that sea of...
There he is.
Hi.
Stu bought champagne. Yes.
And flowers.
And flowers. So Stu's here now, so I'm feeling calmer already. Oh, it's all gonna be alright, right?
Yeah, of course it is. Always is.
So I said I just like that. Then we're gonna film us watching us on the telly. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cringy. Right, I have actually got I haven't seen anything out, but I wanted to just put that in about the champagne because I just specified fizzy. See you later. It's me on telly. Okay again.
Push off. Coffee scroll. Oh, turn it off.
Yeah, sorry. Hi guys. Good morning. Oof, it's the morning after the night before. And it literally is, look what the cat's done. The naughty cat, look. This cat, this one. Yes, you. Bet you want feeding, right? Well, no need because this is the aftermath of last night. Yeah, someone just helped himself to the spare ribs. Look at that grease all over my very expensive kitchen worktop. Anyway, that's my fault. We have to take responsibility for these things, right? It's my fault because I just went to bed. Right, so, oh. Oh. Okay, so what did I learn about watching it back last night? I wanted to do, I just don't know what the thing. I wanted to do this before I send you back, if you like, send the footage from this week back. So last night was, in fact, I'm too close to the camera, that's what I've learned from last night. Last night was the premiere of the YouTube channel. And so this is how it went down. Okay, so there is footage of us watching it, obviously, so you'll have seen the actual how we reacted to watching it, but before and after was intense. Like on the run up, I was super anxious. You will have seen some of that. I was super anxious and just felt super exposed and vulnerable. And after, I felt even worse. I didn't think, oh, that was fine. I was like, oh my goodness, just about the way I look, the way I sound, the way I talk, everything. And like, I didn't feel like there was enough for the girls. That upset me a bit. I don't know why. I don't make the editing decisions, I guess, but we'd filmed some footage that didn't make it, and I'm sure they were just being, you know, they just said, oh, we did this and that didn't get on, and I just thought, oh, is this good for them? And then I just had a complete meltdown, I'm not gonna lie. We had a Chinese and that was just fine, and then poor Stu had to deal with me. I got super upset, just upset about everything. I don't know, that first scene, I mean, I'm laughing now. Phil rang me before, so Phil Higgins, who's my best friend, he's my mate, and he introduced me to Stu actually. But anyway, I've not spoken to him for ages, and he rang me and I said, did you watch the video? Did you watch the thing? He said, did he heck? He's like, I watched the trailer you sent me. He said, but I've not seen it. I said, well, the first scene, I said, I've obviously been rubbing my face and messing with my hair because I'd just come off a team meeting and I was dead stressed at the time. And I said, and my hair's everywhere. And I've rubbed one of my eyebrows off and I've got spinach in my teeth. And he couldn't stop laughing. He could not stop laughing. He was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. I'm definitely watching it now. So I was like, oh, I felt loads better for that. But yeah, last night I was just, you know, poor Stu. I was just like, I don't know, you can, like, why you fancy me? I don't know, I look like this, look like that. And I don't know, I think it's very, like, oh, it's horrible. And now I'm like a bit more conscious, like I knew I would be, and that's why I never watch my videos back normally, but, you know, seeing yourself mid-lockdown, on a 65, is it, or 55? 65, it's big. It's a big telly anyway, in like 4D HD, 4K. It's a lot. I was like, oh, is that how I look? You know, and it's just your own insecurities, isn't it, I guess? But I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know, everything is horrible. It's just, oh, I didn't like it. And putting myself out there like that and just thinking, why am I doing it again? Why am I doing it? And then having to go back to all the things I talked about yesterday about this is why I'm doing it. It's important for people to see that, you know, behind the scenes, you can have half an eyebrow and spinach in your teeth and your hair everywhere. And crying and being all blotchy and just, you know, you can be all that and still have a successful business. I suppose if I wanted to achieve, you know, a channel where people could come and feel better about themselves, then I feel like I've ticked that box. And you know what? You know, like I say, Stu was amazing as always. You know, I'm not the nicest person to be around. Like before, when I was really stressed, he asked me about what I wanted from the Chinese 3 times, and I was just like, just order me something. Like, he's so patient with me. He's so lovely. Yeah, and seeing how I look sometimes, I'm like, oh. No, I mean, he's great, and it was great, and I've just got so upset last night. But it was like, partly because I've been so anxious all day, and partly because I just felt so vulnerable, and partly because I was just reacting to what I'd seen, and you know, partly because I was feeling worried about the kids and how this is going to affect them, like just spinning out. Does anyone else do that? I was just spinning out of like my mind plus half a bottle of champagne plus lots of MSG equaled a bit of a car crash by bedtime, not gonna lie. I'm just being honest. So there was quite a lot of tears, and you know, this morning I felt a lot better. Stu's very forgiving, and we didn't fall out or anything, but I was just a bit over dramatic. But in a spirit of super oversharing, I think I've already said this actually, that I've come off the pill. I've been on it for years and years and years. I just want to get back my hormones back, and that's been this week as well. So I think it's just been this culmination of super stressful. Parents' evening was a bit stressful. The whole premiere thing just felt like a huge build-up to something that I knew I was going to do, but I was kind of pretending wasn't happening. I thought it was like just me and you chatting. I think we had like 250 views or something, and loads of lovely comments. So so this is a good lesson, isn't it? My biggest fear was getting loads of abuse in the comments, and that just didn't come true. So there you go. Usually the things you worry about the most are the things, and also I've had that happen to me already. So the worst thing that could happen to me has happened. So like, and I survived that. So I think, you know, where I'm at today is I'm in what I call a vulnerability hangover, where I just felt so vulnerable, and it just brought up so many of my insecurities that I was able to talk about them, cry about them, just catastrophize about them, you know, and I feel like I'm processing them because I just felt all the feelings. So I kind of knew it was going to happen. I think that's why I was building up to it a bit yesterday. I was getting quite, you know, in my head about it, and I think that's probably going to be the worst bit of this process. Done. You know what I mean? That meltdown, done. And I don't feel like it'll be like that again. So it's processing those feelings, sitting in those feelings, treating it like an actual hangover. So I've been drinking this morning. I've only just got ready. I've very carefully applied both eyebrows. I'm looking at the screen, but I have stayed in bed. I've had the kitten in bed with me, not the naughty cat who,
You know, Stu did tell me he'd made a mess, but he'd also brought in a mouse and half eaten it. So Stu said, I've got to go to work, I'll take the half-eaten mouse, but there is a right mess on the top you need to sort out. So he's a very naughty cat. But I've only just come downstairs and I've not even put my watch on yet, but it is 12:30. It's 12:30, it's lunchtime. So I've just drank lots of herbal tea and water. I've hung out with Katie a bit and chatted. I've done a clubhouse with Pete, which always makes me feel great. And I've just been honest with people around me, you know, I need a bit of a break. I'm really glad I have nothing in my diary today, apart from that clubhouse. And my weekend starts now, basically. I am gonna take it super easy this weekend. I'm gonna chill, get this stuff over to you. I feel like I pushed it a lot last week. I pushed myself probably a bit too hard anyway. I've been clubhousing a lot and, you know, strategizing a lot about this, and then pushing, you know, getting the launch ready. That was quite stressful and short term. It's not more for the girls than me, for Holly and Abby, I suppose, and Matt, in terms of processing it. But yeah, heavy week, culminated in a bit of a meltdown last night. So today I'm taking it easy. I'm gonna take Katie out to the big shop, which is our big trip out. Go and get something from big Tesco's, because that's our trip. She's not been out of the house for a couple of days, to be honest. I am then going to go for a walk. We've ordered a Subway, so at least it's got salad on it, right? And just gonna take it easy. I've got like food in for tea, so that's all done. So yeah, go for a walk, take it easy, chill, sit with the feelings, and yeah, celebrate the fact that it's out there, it's done, and you know, I'm processing it, and everything's gonna be right. Back on the horse today, you know, back filming, and yeah, my hair really is flat, isn't it? When I was watching it, I was like, it's flat. But we had a laugh. We did have a laugh watching it. We did have a laugh. You probably see some of that, like me and the girls and Stu. So it was good. It was good. I just wanted to talk about the good and the bad and everything. I guess it's polarity. You can't have one without the other. I think I've got a hole in my sock as well. Just found. So there's a bit more, you know, in terms of the glamour never starts. And let's get this sent over to you, my new hard drive, and then I suppose I'll be watching me talking about this next week. So weird. Lots of love. And thank you so much for all the lovely comments and messages and voice notes and everything. Yeah, really, really appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. Thanks, guys.